So I'm doing the header exhaust manifold replacement. I was able to get most of the bolts out. I had to weld on a few, but they popped right on out. So I've got, 1 out, 2 out, 3 out, 4 out, 5 out. But it's the last one. I still have the one bolt in here that lopped off at the flush with the head. So I've been racking my brain trying to come up with a solution, and this is what I came up with. That was small enough to fit between the firewall and the head. Fits on your driver. You just hold it here and you're able to drill the head, or drill the bolt out, I hope. Anyways, we're gonna get back to it. Still going at it. Then broke off. Those pieces are junk. These things. The teeth wore right out of it. Won't do anything now. But I think I've gotten closer to getting this hole dialed in. I don't know if you can see all the way in there, but it's getting there. Check back in. Well, after 4 hours, I think I finally nicked it. Got it drilled out. Let's see how we did. There it is. And not the prettiest hole, but I could definitely thread it out, get it tapped, hopefully get a new bolt threaded in there. Let's see how we do. Alright, on to tapping. You can see what I'm using. This little freaking wrench on here. But we're getting there. Just reaching in, turning the end. There's probably a way better way to do this, but this is the only tool I have that I can get this in here. So it's going in. See how it goes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, back at it. I think I finally got it. So I had the same issue as everybody else with that back one. Snapped off on me. I was able to get all the other ones out on this side of the block with just heating up the block next to the exhaust. I was able to get them all out except for that back one, which was already snapped. So just to show you that what I did actually work, I'll take one of these bolts and let you watch me thread it in the hole. All right. See if she'll thread back in. She was threading 2 seconds ago. There we go. So she got put in there. Well, ain't the best hole, but it'll hold. Keep the header in there. I don't have to, modify anything or buy one of those $300 plates. So that was one way to skin the cat. With this you have, one of 4 options. You really, you don't fix it. You leave it how it is. Just double up on the gaskets. 2, you take it somewhere and you have them do it and they charge you, $500 to $900 because they're gonna have to cut out the firewall. I mean, you could do it yourself, cut out the firewall, then you'll be able to get a tool there. But anyways, that's how I did it. I used the dremel to start the hole, so I could get a drill bit in there. And then I went to, and I had to buy this right-handed Dremel and an actual Dremel, so it was like $80, which sucks because I already had a Dremel, but the end piece wouldn't fit on the larger Dremel. or the large rotary. And then I found these like stubby drill bits that are drive sockets. I don't know where that went. There it is. And they're pretty small. Made by D-Watt. I got them from Lowe's. And this is the perfect size, this one right here. It makes the hole just perfect for being able to retap. So I used a 90-degree, if I could find it, from Harbor Freight, which was probably the worst idea because it stopped working. But here it is. So I would just go and buy a good one from, you know, Lowe's. I think D-Watt has one that's right angled. That's perfect. And you can just buy a flexible bit. I bought them both together being a cheap ass, but, you know, that would allow me to get that done. And I used a tap and then tapped the hole after I got it drilled out. I couldn't fit the, your usual driver, that whole mess over there. That's usually drives the tap in. I couldn't use that. And I didn't want to re-break the tap in there because anybody that's ever drilled out a tap knows that's an absolute pain. So that being said, I used a little wrench. This thing's about the size of my finger. I just ensured I didn't bind and break the tap off. Took a little longer, but I'm able to put the bolt in. So that's the end of this project. I'm just going to button her up. Everybody else has, you can go to any other video on the YouTube or the internet and see those videos, even taking out the other bolts that are, just need to heat it up. There's tons of other, but I never saw one that dealt with a broken off flush head in that back piece, and it took me a little while, and 120 bucks later I figured out a solution. So that's it. I'm out.